Hello everybody, how is it going? So today we have two games from locals. What we'll call it a set. It's me on Law and my friend is testing Perona. So the funky looking Captain Kidd is actually just Perona. There's a couple other proxies throughout the match, so I'll just let you guys know. I'll probably put up the card on screen just so you guys can read it if you don't know what some of the OP06 cards do. But yeah, nothing new in Law. You don't have to worry about that. But yeah, they kind of slapped together this deck with some proxies just to try it. So I was like, yeah, man, we'll definitely record. But one thing I did kind of mess up on is I did not charge my camera, and I was planning on recording some actual locals games, but that didn't happen. This was the day that I played Corazon. I talked about it in the other video, and we did okay. We had some very close games, but yeah, just testing this matchup. I mean, for OP06, I don't plan on playing Law. Maybe when EB01 comes out, I'll definitely check it out because new Supernova stuff. We'll surely try it. Same thing for OP07. There's almost definitely going to be more Supernova stuff. But our start is pretty okay. We have Dogra into the Dawn Nami, and then we just play the Dawn, grabbing an Otama, attacking for 7. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I mean, I think this matchup is more doable than what's it called? Like Sakazuki. I feel like Gecko also does pretty well into you, but I feel like Perona, yeah, she can tap your little stuff and trade with it, and that's good. But they don't really play Lucci like Sakazuki and Gecko usually do, so you don't really have to worry about that. Most of their removal is just like one card, destroying one card. So yeah, that's definitely a saving grace in this matchup. But he will tap my Nami with the leader effect, trade into it with a brand new, doesn't swing with leader, and just plays down a Corazon. Yeah, it's fair enough trying to starve me, but I do think I am able to get leader effect. I don't know if it was this turn. I don't think it was this turn. I think I kind of ran out of smaller bodies because I need 3 1-drops here, and I don't know if I have it. I do swing into the brand new with the Dawn. I'm like, yeah, it can just get tapped, honestly. It kind of became like a weird decision where I was like, maybe I shouldn't have played any of my characters. But no, I might have leader effect the way I'm playing this, just attacking for 5. Oh, never mind. I'm just hard playing a Law. That definitely doesn't feel the best, but I guess at least it's on curve, right? Could have been worse. We grab a Nami off the replaying the Dawn, so we will at least have that to kind of build up our board. Hopefully next turn, we know probably at least one thing is dying, maybe 2. It really just depends. Yeah. So I think in the second match, I end up playing it more like you do against Rebecca, where you just swing big, which sometimes obviously you can't do because they'll have Corazons early. But if if they don't, you can do that. He is on what, 6 Dawn? I don't think there's really any direct 6 Dawn plays, but Ryoma wouldn't be bad here, but just ends up trading into the Dogra using leader effect, getting down a baby 5. I love all of the cards that are like, was it Don Quixote and Navy? It's pretty cool. Like Corazon is, Virgo is, some cool synergy with the green and the black cards together. I think he ends up grabbing a Virgo here as I was just talking about it. Honestly, I think Perona is really cool. I just like green decks in general. I'm very excited for Uta to come out soon in this format. Obviously, we're testing OP06, but I definitely think for the rest of this format, I'm just going to be playing Uta because film cards are cool. Uta's cool. Yeah, NL and Sakazuki are both kind of meh. Like, of the two, I'll play NL, but yeah, I don't know. I don't love this format. I'm going to be real. I know I probably said it a million times, but it's just not my format. We're at a loss with Law. It's not really for the past. To be fair, the past since OP02, Law has been in a very good spot. So I guess I can't complain that a little bit of power creep is coming in. And I wouldn't even say it's like hard power creep. It's more just we've acquired. Decks just have cards that are very good against our deck, and that's really all it is. But this will definitely be our leader effect turn. We get down to Bonnie. I think we whiff, which I was definitely not happy about. I think it happened I think it was it twice this game or one in this game and one in the other one. And I think I said when I played this Nami, I'm gonna find all the supernovas now. I hate when that happens. Because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how good, like, of keeping track I was, you know, of what I've bottom decked and stuff. But I only played, like, a Dodon, so I figured, you know, it should be okay. I'm a bit out of practice with Law. You know, I don't think I've lost touch with the deck. I still have a pretty good understanding of it, but it has been a little bit since I've played Law. At locals, I've mostly just played in L or Corazon. I think I might just play out this format on, you know, like Uta and Law. Corazon, again, I love the deck, but it's I think Law still might be more competitive than Corazon. But yeah, I think that today my only losses when I was playing Corazon were Sakazuki. No, I lost once to an L as well, which was they were both close games. I mean, I don't know. I think they were both winnable. I think actually both of those games ended up just being have an out to the 8-drop kid, because I think if they didn't both those like following turns, I win if a kid just sticks. But Sakazuki had Ice Age. The NL player, who's also one of my good friends, had an Amaru for one of my little blockers, which definitely hurt. If it was Corazon, it wouldn't have mattered, but I think it was Killer in that scenario, so it did matter. But yeah, kind of back to this match. We're in a really good spot. They haven't really developed much of the board, kind of just a bunch of little things like baby 5s and Corazon blockers. But this is their 8-Dawn turn, so we could see a Gecko, which is obviously one of the best new staples of this format. Swinging 6 at my blocker Law. We'll counter out with the restand Law. I kind of like half expected definitely at least one of these to die. We'll see how he plays it. I don't think he ends up having 8-drop Gecko, which is that's rough. I mean, that card is really, really good. To be fair, I don't know if he had a decent 4-drop to play back from graveyard. We'll see though. Perona I don't think is the best at kind of getting what she wants into the graveyard outside of maybe just countering with it. Not like Sakazuki or Gecko that can, you know, cycle cards or mill 2 whenever they leader effect, so a little bit different there. But normally it kind of just works out. Using leader effect to reduce the Luffy. So that is probably just gone. Yep, gets hit with the Ryuma. I know that definitely doesn't look like Ryuma. It's a 4/6, so they just ended up using that as the proxy. But yes, that is Ryuma. I'll throw it up on screen so you guys can read it. And then plays down a brand new and picks up a Kuzan. That's just a 4-drop Kuzan. He just didn't have any at the time. So yeah, it is. I forgot the name of that card. He's from like the very beginning of One Piece. Kind of funny. But we're looking pretty good. Does have the Corazon blocker, so he's definitely going to live this turn, but we're in our kind of like Bonnie loop. We still kept a blocker Law on field, which is great. We're going to find another blocker Law, which is also great. Can never complain at finding more of them. I do have a restand Law though, so I kind of have like a choice on what I want to do. Yeah, I'm just going to go 5 with the Dawn. Just going to poke him down. Him having that small blocker doesn't really want to make me to commit more than maybe like a 7k. We could go like 7/7 with our blocker Law. But he does counter out of both 5ks. I'm like, just take a 5k, man, come on. But he still has a good amount of cards in hand, so I guess no reason, you know, to take it. I'll go 6 with blocker Law. He'll counter. I think I go 5 with Nami, which I was a little bit scared to do, but I thought about it. I'm like, I don't think Perona really plays any triggers. And he does take that 5k. Or not. He'll block with Corazon. Fair enough, fair enough. Leader effect. We'll take back the Otama. Play down a blocker Law. Take back Bonnie. And I think we have a Zoro. Yeah, we do have a Zoro. So we'll go 5 one more time. And he'll take that 5k. So, I mean, we're looking good. We probably shoot through a ton of counters. Right now, he only really has a Ryuma on board that's threatening. We have 2 blocker Laws and a Zoro. So we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Is on 10 Dawn, though. I don't know exactly what could really get him back in this game. That maybe like a Gecko being able to remove one of my Laws and also establishing like, I don't know, I think Gecko would just be a good play in general here. He could go like 6 with the Ryuma into like my Law or my Zoro. Could just go 7 into Zoro and then like reduce my 5-drop Law that's rested with Perona ability. And then if he has another Ryuma in graveyard, he can bring back the Ryuma with Gecko, and then bring back like a Corazon blocker or something. Could be good, could be good. We'll see though. He might just not have access to Gecko. I don't remember if he ends up having it. But taps 1, will Ice Age the Law. Okay, so good start, good start. Rest it with Leader. That is always a pretty cool combo, like reducing the cost and then resting it. I do like that. But swings 3 into the Dawn. I'll just let her go. That's fine. 5 at, I assume, yeah, the Nami. Tapping 1 using the Baby 5. Looking for top 5. What would be good here? Yep, 2k counter isn't bad. Kind of just how he's playing it, I'm going to assume that he does have the 8 drop here. Just spent, 1 Dawn on the Ice Age, 1 Dawn on the Baby 5. Is going to swing 6 at, I think, the Zoro. And we will counter out with, yeah, did swing the Zoro. And, yes, the Isho is the Gecko Moria proxy. It's pretty close, it's 8-9. But bringing back the Borsalino, and probably a brand new, I'd imagine. A brand new could be good. So would a Corazon, just depending on what he wants to do. Obviously, Corazon can't defend your life, but he could defend other characters. So there is that. But brand new is also just a plus, so either one is kind of okay. Yeah, it goes with the brand new. Looks at top 3. That's the other proxy, the Crocodile, because yeah, we were just looking for 8 9s. But ends up, what did he grab there? I didn't quite see it. I think it was a 2k counter. I'm not sure. My bad. But we are now on our 10 Dawn turn. We're just staring down 1 blocker. We have 3 attackers and our leader. It's seemingly pretty likely we will be able to get game this turn. But we'll pay 2 for the Bonnie. Look at top 5. Grab another Bonnie. Sure. That's fine. Oh, wait, he still does have 1 life, so maybe we don't get game this turn. It's a little bit scary. We'll see. I do think he has quite a couple cards in it. We'll swing 6 at life, help 2k, 6 at life again, another 2k, 6 at life again, another 2k. So now he has 2 cards in hand, and I'm left with the decision of swinging with this blocker as well. I'm not sure what I have in it. I do think I have a Restand Law, which is something. I think I also have a Rush Luffy. So we will see. We will see. I just play down the other Bonnie. I might not have any good bounce targets, and I'm just looking here. Yeah, there's the other whiff. I know I was not happy about that, but whatever. It'd be like that. Yeah, we are going to swing 8s with the blocker law. So we probably have a Restand Law. Sadly, we have to take back the Zoro, but I mean, whatever. Yeah, we'll take back the Zoro and play down the Restand Law. And I'm thinking if I want to swing again with this law or not. I think I do, because I'm at 3 life. I can put him to 0, and then as long as I'm still alive and 1 or 2 bodies stick, I can go for game. Yeah, I do think we end up swinging with it, and he does take that life, and we'll pass it over. I imagine a lot of our board will probably get cleared this turn. We can defend some of it, just depends how big he swings. Also, 10 drop Dofi would be really, really solid here. But immediately tapping 1 to use the Baby 5, so that is thankfully not happening. But if he did do that and 10 Dofi, I think he just dies to the 16 from our Restand Law. So I guess, yeah, that really wasn't as great as I initially thought. But brand new can trade into Bonnie. Ryuma can poke at my blocker laws. Gecko might be able to out one of my blocker laws. Still also has leader. He just forgot to restand it, which is fine. I was going to pay 5 for the Sabo. Okay, so just trying to wall up a bit. Drawing 2. Discarding 2. Discarding a 10 Dofi, and I didn't see the other card. Fair enough. So he did have the 10 Dofi, but yeah, it's just the Restand Law. Just ends up going for game if he plays it. Trades into one of my Bonnies. Fair enough. Gets rid of the other one as well. So still has 4 Dawn. I'm pretty much expecting him to just play a Borsalino and really just just wall up. So I do defend my blocker law, and he will swing 9 at my other blocker law. So we'll let that one go. And he actually plays a Kuzan, which is probably not really what he wanted to do, but it probably just kind of fit how much Dawn he had left, so that's what he went for. And yeah, he just has one blocker, and I think I have a Rush Luffy. So I'm just swinging kind of baseline. Oh no, I have a Zoro. Okay, that works too. Let me just go 5 with Zoro. And his last card is a 10 Dofi. I think I had one more, that's why I did that, because I was like, yeah, he can just counter out, and then I will just play the other one, and it's fine. But second game, he wins dice roll again, gets to go second. Very, very good. So far, I feel like of all of the black decks that exist, I don't think this matchup is too bad. To be fair, I don't believe he got a lot of stuff on curve that he probably would have, wanted to do on curve. Like, I don't think he had Gecko on 8 Dawn. He didn't have Dofi on 10, so definitely did miss out on some of his top end that game. So we'll see if this game is any different. Going first. I think this is the game where I try to I play like one thing, and then I'm like, alright, I'll probably just swing big the rest, or just swing with the Nami. But yeah, playing the Nami, we find a Brook. That's chill. I do think we bottom deck one of our laws, which is not chill, but, we'll hopefully at least remember that. He plays a brand new, sees a Virgo, a Ryuma, and a Kuzan. Again, Ryuma being the purple 4/6, and Kuzan being the green 4/5, just because didn't have the cards at the time. But going to our second turn, I think this turn I was like I could play some stuff, but it kind of just feels bad. I think the first game, because I had what's his name? Is it Dogra? Yeah, it's Dogra. Because I had Dogra, it didn't feel as bad kind of playing early, but now that I don't, I'm just gonna attack with the Nami and attack with leader and pass it back. I could have just not attack with Nami, but I figured it's just gonna get tapped anyway, so let me just swing with it, because why not? And yeah, he'll play down a Kuzan, draw a card, pass it back to me. Going up to 5 Dawn, I might just swing 10, and then just worry about my board next turn, because I did see a Dogra, which means we can probably just build it up in one turn. So yeah, we're just gonna go 10 and just pass it back. Yeah, I feel like that's almost like a more common thing playing Law now. It's like sometimes you just have to not play anything and just attack big. And yeah, I mean, it feels bad, but I think it's just a matter of where the game is at. That there's just a lot of good removal, and Law does not thrive with a lot of good removal. So sometimes you just have to make that call. But he plays down a baby 5, which is pretty good. Finds him a 10 cost Dofi. Those searchers are always like super annoying when you're kind of already behind on board, and then you have to, commit your leader attack to that. It's kind of like when Sakazuki just like blows up your whole board and then plays a Manchuri, and you're like, that's so annoying, because I can't swing into this because I need to attack life. But we'll tap 1 for the Dogra, use Dogra, play down the Nami, look at top 5. If I remember correctly, we already have a blocker law, so we find the Zoro there, which is really good. So now we can kind of clear the baby 5 if we want to, which is nice, because we'll have a second swing. We don't feel like we're behind. We'll tap 2 for the Bonnie here. Look at top 5, find another blocker law. I definitely see a restand law there. Yeah, but there is a blocker law as well. I think there's also a Luffy, but whatever. We'll take the blocker law. Still have 4 down remaining, so that's just 2 1-drops. So we're looking good. We're looking good. Also, I'm sorry about the glare. I just now realize. Yeah, I mean, you can still make out the cards, right? It's not that bad, but the baby 5 is a little bit out there. But we're just gonna Otama the Kuzan and then attack 5 at it. He, just uses the Borsalino. That's fine. I mean, we're still gonna have the Zoro attacking for 5 at it. So he either, might just let it go. He also might just counter out of it, which is fine. We'll see though. We'll go 5 again. He does have a lot of cards. I don't feel like it's the absolute worst countering out of that, but he lets it go. So I'll be happy about that. So our blocker law is a little bit harder to get rid of. Can't complain. But now he's on 8 Dawn. Let's see, does he have the Gecko? Show me the Gecko. Nope. Ice Ages the Law. I think. I think he just forgot to tap one there. Uses Leader effect to rest the Law. Yeah, I just forgot to tap one. Yeah. Then uses Baby 5. Looks at top 5. I'm gonna predict he finds a Corazon. I don't remember. But, you know, Corazon is a card he can take off of it. Hey, that is what he found. And then still has, what, 6 Dawn left to do things. Could Ryuma that Law, which would be pretty good. Could also X-Drake it. Yeah, either of the removals that he has, if he has them. I'm gonna put 1 Dawn on Leader. Attack for 6 at the Zoro. So asking me for a 2k. We'll probably give it to him because we're pretty sure that our Law is just going to get X-Draked or, what's his name, Ryuma'd. So that's fine. We'll let those go. And yep, Law gets X-Draked. At least we still have the Zoro. It could be worse. Draw for turn. Now I'm pretty sure we still have a blocker Law. But we'll swing Nami at the Baby 5. Probably let it go. No, he counters out. I can't believe it. I feel like, you know, sometimes countering out of those little swings isn't the worst. But I think I just swing with my chopper because I was like, man, goodbye. His board is definitely in a better state than ours is. Yeah, we swing with the chopper, which is funny. He counters again. I'm like, stop, please. Where's my Robin? I just can just pay 1 pop it. That'd be a crazy punish. I don't think I had it at this time though. Wonder what I'm thinking about. Probably just, I don't know if I have any actual top end in hand, so I think I'm just evading how I want to play this. I do have 9 Dawn, so like the board is definitely coming back. We only need to play 2 characters. I think I just go 5 at life. Because I was like, whatever. I got 2 cards out of his hand, I guess, for swinging with the little guys. That's cool. Could definitely just go 6 with Leader. Yeah, I'm just counting my Dawn, seeing how much I can actually swing. So yeah, we'll go 6 at Leader. He'll block with Borsalino and drop a 1k. Now, I think this turn I actually mess up. I think in my head, I'm like, I have a restand Law, so I pay 5 for the Luffy. Actually, no, I don't think so. I think that's a different turn I do that. I think this turn I played it fine. But yeah, I just, you know, play a Luffy, swing for 6, then Leader effect, take back the Nami. And I think I have a blocker Law. Yeah, I do. And I'll bounce the Zoro, replay the Zoro, and just go 5 again. That was a decent turn. That was a decent turn. Definitely hit his hand size down quite a bit. Is now on 10 Dawn. I think was he on 10? Yeah, he was already on 10 Dawn. Wait, no, this is his first 10 Dawn turn. Unless I forgot to take a Dawn last turn, that's possible. But yep, could be Dofi. Dofi's not bad here. You know, hitting the Zoro, Luffy, and my Leader. Does tap down the chopper, and we'll trade into the chopper with the brand new. Yeah, the Baby 5 can clear the chopper. That's not bad. My life just flipped up there. I didn't catch what it was. If you guys saw it, maybe you can. Oh, we'll see it. Oh, never mind. I took it too fast. Whatever. Yeah, it goes 5 at life. I take. Goes 6 at life. I'll counter out. Yep. Plays down the Dofi. Freezes, you know, my 3 rested characters. I think I restand my Leader, and then I remember that I can't do that. Yeah. Takes me a second. There we go. But, I mean, honestly, it's not too bad. We do have a, you know, restand Law against Dofi, which is always good. We'll play down a Bonnie. Probably just looking for some top end. Yep, find a blocker Law. Very good, very good. I do think this turn is a little bit harder. I think this might be the turn I mess up. I think I hard play the blocker Law thinking I have another restand Law to bounce into, but I don't. And it was just a missight. I don't know. I like gaslit myself into thinking I had a restand Law. I think I was just more like, restand Law here, what does it accomplish? How much, you know, can I actually do with it? So yeah, I tap 5, play down the blocker Law, restand the Zoro, attack for 5 with the Zoro. Yeah, this is definitely the turn. It's funny. He'll counter for 1. not using his Borsellino to block, which I mean, fair enough. We'll swing 7 with the blocker law. He will take. And then we have leader effect, which should have been for a freestand law, but I think instead it's just for a veggie because I messed up. Yep, pay 5 Dawn for your blocker instead of 1. Yeah, so this turn could have been done a lot better. We definitely should have just played down the veggie. Could have attacked bigger with stuff, but whatever. It is it's just where we're at for now. It's all good. But we do have a rush Luffy, which means he does have to respect that for next turn. So yeah, that straight up might just be our win con as long as we live this turn. And you know, us having the veggie and the law, it's a little bit of an ass to deal with it, but it does have, you know, 2 pretty good attackers. Could obviously attack with Borsellino. So yeah, it's not like I'm necessarily guaranteed alive or anything like that. But he uses the baby 5, picks up a 2k counter baby 5, pays 1 for the Suru, reduces my law, taps my law. Very good, very good. But my Veggie's still standing. He's a hero. I think he's just debating what he wants to do here. I do think he should just definitely go for game. And I don't know if he ends up going for it. I think he just goes for board. I think he should just go for game. I think I had like 5 or 6 cards in hand. So I mean, it's definitely possible for me to not be able to get out of this. He knows 1 is a Luffy. Yeah, I had 5 cards in hand. And you know, the 1 blocker. But swings 6 with brand new, but he said 5 to me, and then yeah, he meant to swing 5. And then I think I realized after, I'm like, you swung for 6. Do you want to swing for 6 or 5? I don't remember exactly when he realizes. See, it realizes there, just meant to swing for 5, but I accidentally put 3 on, which is fine. No worries. Still has 6 Dawn to work with. So I mean, again, he could go like 7 with Drake, 10 with Dofi, probably force a block. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it ever works out. Maybe if you swing with the Borsellino, but it's like committing. You know, you're probably dead next turn if you go for game. But I don't think it's like the worst idea. It's unfortunate he didn't have like another answer to the veggie, but I'm trying to think. I don't think Perona really plays many resters just because they have leader, you know? So there is that. Swing 6 at the Bonnie. I'll just let it go. So he's just committing to go for board. Go 6 at Zoro. We'll probably save it now that, you know, we've kind of acknowledged he's just going to go for board. Dropping a 2k. Goes 10 at the blocker law. We'll block with veggie. And then tapping 5 for the Drake. Yeah, I immediately put Zoro there, but I'm like, oh yeah, you reduced the law, so that is pretty good. And yeah, now we're just going for game. You know, we have the rush Luffy. We're just gonna go 5, 6, 6, and then 11 with Luffy. So yeah, free blocks the 5k from Zoro, drops 2 2ks for the other swings, and then yep, we're gonna tap 5, play the Luffy, and attack for 11. And yep, he just has 2 cards in hand, so it ends up being game. But yeah, those are the 2 games he was testing Perona. We talked about it for a little bit after. He was telling me I think he just felt like he had just a ton of options and like he just wasn't sure what to go for certain turns. Which I mean, yeah, it's completely fair. He's obviously just learning the deck now. So yeah, they were fun. I've been playing Law forever, so I said there's no learning aspect there. I guess the matchup, you know, I feel like maybe I shouldn't be playing stuff early. Maybe I should just swing big. But then it's like if he has Corazon, I can't really just do that. So yeah, a bit interesting there. But those were the games. I definitely want to check out the NA finals, so I'm gonna probably do a video on that. There was a pretty big 3v3 in Japan, which looked pretty interesting to watch, so we'll probably check that out soon. But yeah, that's all for today. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.